You know the feeling, the way your heart skips a beat when he smiles, the little glances that linger a moment too long, or the moments when you catch him doing something sweet, almost without thinking. But then you wonder, does he really care? Is it just kindness, or is there something deeper hiding behind his quiet gestures? The truth is, men often show their feelings in ways that words can't capture. They don't always say, "I like you," or confess their emotions out loud. But if you know what to look for, the signs are there. Subtle, silent, almost invisible, but unmistakably real. Think about it. The way he adjusts his plans to include you, even when it's inconvenient. The way he checks in on you, not because he has to, but because he genuinely wants to know you're okay. The way he remembers the small things you've mentioned in passing, the things that no one else seems to notice. These aren't just random actions, they are proof. Proof that he values you, that he thinks about you, and that he quietly prioritizes your happiness without expecting anything in return. And it doesn't stop there. He shows up consistently, even when life is busy. He respects your boundaries, giving you space when you need it, yet remaining close enough for you to feel his presence. He mirrors your energy, laughs at your jokes, notices when something is wrong, and subtly protects you from harm. He supports your dreams quietly, without making it about himself. These actions speak louder than words ever could. Many women miss these signs because they are so subtle. People expect love to come with grand declarations or dramatic gestures, but real affection often hides in simplicity. The way a man leans in, listens more than he speaks, or stays when others pull away. These small, consistent behaviors build trust, connection, and emotional intimacy without the need for a verbal confession. If you've ever wondered whether a man truly cares, the answer is likely in the little things, the silent proofs he leaves behind in his actions, not his words. And when you start noticing them, you'll realize the depth of his feelings. You don't have to wait for him to say it out loud because his actions have been saying it all along. So, if you want to understand a man's heart without needing him to verbalize it, pay attention. Watch his gestures, his consistency, his attentiveness, and his subtle ways of making you feel safe, valued, and cherished. By the end of this list, you'll be able to see the proof for yourself. 15 silent, undeniable ways a man shows he has feelings for you, even when he never says a word. 1. He makes time for you without being asked. When a man truly has feelings for you, he prioritizes your presence without you needing to remind him. It's not about grand gestures or over-the-top displays. It's the quiet, consistent effort that matters. He rearranges his schedule, skips trivial engagements, or simply finds moments in his busy day just to spend time with you. Even if he's tired or stressed, he shows up, not out of obligation, but because being with you matters to him. This behavior signals that you are important in his life, not just a casual acquaintance. Actions like sending a quick thinking of you message during a hectic day or suggesting a random coffee meetup are subtle but powerful indicators of genuine care. Unlike someone casually interested, he doesn't wait for you to demand attention. He proactively ensures your connection continues to grow. This silent effort builds trust and emotional intimacy because you can feel his dedication without him explicitly stating it. It's also a form of respect. By making time for you, he demonstrates that your presence is valuable to him and that he values the bond over temporary distractions. In essence, the man who consistently makes time for you silently communicates, "You matter to me more than fleeting moments of convenience." 2. He remembers small details about you. One of the most telling silent proofs of man's feelings is how deeply he listens and retains the little things you share. This isn't about remembering your favorite color or the name of your pet, though those matter too. It's about recalling details that reveal he pays attention to your personality, moods, and quirks. He might remember that you prefer tea over coffee in the morning, or that you get anxious in certain social situations, and he adjusts his actions accordingly. This shows emotional attentiveness, a subconscious effort to make you feel seen and understood. When someone recalls what you said days or weeks ago, it signals that your thoughts and opinions hold weight in their mind. Men who care silently often surprise you with gestures based on these small details, bringing your favorite snack, referencing a story you told, or checking in about a particular concern. It's a form of emotional investment that goes beyond words. It's also reflective of empathy. He's not merely remembering for the sake of it, but is using this knowledge to nurture your happiness. The more nuanced the detail he recalls, the stronger the proof of his feelings. This attentiveness transforms ordinary interactions into meaningful connections, letting you feel valued and understood without him ever explicitly stating, "I like you." 3. He protects you in subtle ways. Protection is often an unspoken, instinctive expression of care. A man who has feelings for you will look out for your well-being, often in ways that are quiet yet consistent. This might manifest in small gestures like walking on the side of the street closest to traffic, checking that you get home safely, or ensuring your comfort in unfamiliar situations. It's not about overbearing behavior or control. It's about vigilance and consideration. For instance, he might notice when someone treats you unfairly and step in discreetly, or shield you from unnecessary stress without making a show of it. This type of protection is silent because it's driven by genuine concern, not the desire for recognition. It communicates that your safety and emotional state are important to him, subtly reinforcing trust and security in the relationship. A man who does this consistently demonstrates reliability and emotional intelligence. Over time, these quiet protective actions build a sense of comfort and reassurance. You don't need grand declarations of love because his behavior already speaks volumes. Subtle protection, combined with attentiveness and effort, creates a foundation where feelings are clearly expressed through action rather than words. It's one of the most reliable silent signs that a man genuinely cares about you. 4. He listens more than he talks. A man who genuinely has feelings for you often prioritizes listening over speaking. He pays attention to your words, tone, and even your pauses, fully absorbing what you share instead of waiting for his turn to talk. This isn't just polite conversation. It's a silent act of emotional connection. By listening deeply, he demonstrates that your thoughts, opinions, and feelings matter more to him than asserting his own. He remembers your stories, concerns, and even fleeting comments, sometimes bringing them up later in a way that shows he values your perspective. Unlike casual acquaintances or people with superficial interest, he doesn't interrupt, correct, or dismiss your experiences. Instead, he creates a safe space where you feel heard, understood, and validated. This kind of listening builds intimacy because it goes beyond words. It communicates attention, empathy, and care. Even when he has something important to share, he holds back to ensure your voice is prioritized. This silent attentiveness is often overlooked, but is one of the clearest proofs of a man's feelings. It shows that he isn't just interested in your presence. He is emotionally invested in you as a person. Over time, these small, patient moments of listening strengthen the bond, leaving you aware of his care without him ever having to say, "I like you." 5. He notices when something is wrong. A man with feelings for you becomes attuned to your emotional state, often sensing discomfort or distress before you even say a word. He picks up on subtle cues, your body language, tone changes, or shifts in mood that others might overlook. This sensitivity is a silent proof of his concern. When something is wrong, he doesn't ignore it or dismiss it as minor. He responds with quiet action, whether it's offering support, a comforting word, or simply being present. He doesn't need dramatic gestures to show he cares. His attentiveness alone communicates that your well-being matters deeply. Noticing small changes in your behavior indicates that he invests mental and emotional energy into your happiness. He may gently check in with a message, ask thoughtful questions, or provide solutions when appropriate, but always in a way that respects your autonomy. This silent vigilance builds trust and emotional security because you feel understood and supported without a single explicit declaration. A man who notices when something is wrong is sending a clear signal. He sees you, he cares about you, and is attuned to your emotional landscape. These unspoken attentions are often more meaningful than grand statements of affection. 6. He supports your goals quietly. True feelings are often revealed not in words, but in action. A man who cares for you doesn't just admire your ambitions. He actively supports them, often in ways you may barely notice. He might offer advice subtly, connect you with helpful people, or encourage you to pursue opportunities without drawing attention to himself. He celebrates your achievements quietly, shares in your challenges without judgment, and consistently motivates you to grow. This type of support demonstrates that he values your happiness and success as much as his own, and it shows a deep emotional investment. He doesn't compete with your goals or feel threatened by them. Instead, he positions himself as a steady ally. His support may be small, sending a resourceful link, checking in on progress, or simply listening when you need to vent, but it's consistent and thoughtful. It signals respect, care, and genuine desire to see you flourish. Over time, these quiet gestures build a sense of partnership, letting you feel encouraged and understood. A man who supports your goals without fanfare is silently saying, "I believe in you, and I care about your happiness," which is one of the strongest proofs of affection. Words may never fully capture it, but his actions leave no doubt. 7. He adjusts his plans to include you. A man who has genuine feelings for you will make an effort to include you in his life, even if it means adjusting his personal plans. This doesn't necessarily involve grand gestures or dramatic changes. Often, it's subtle shifts in daily routines, social commitments, or weekend schedules that show he wants your presence. He may move a meeting, delay an errand, or slightly alter his schedule just so he can spend time with you. This kind of behavior reflects priority. He doesn't just value you as someone to occasionally meet, but actively considers you in his decisions. It's a silent, powerful proof of affection because it demonstrates selflessness and thoughtfulness. You might notice it in little ways. Choosing a restaurant he knows you like, suggesting an activity you enjoy, or even coordinating his time around yours. The more consistently he does this, the clearer the message becomes. You are important to him. Adjusting plans quietly communicates flexibility, care, and commitment without a single spoken word. Unlike someone with superficial interest, he invests his time and energy, showing that your happiness and presence matter to him. These small but meaningful adjustments make you feel seen, valued, and considered, a profound expression of affection that doesn't require verbal affirmation. It's one of the most genuine silent proofs that a man cares deeply about you. 8. He shows up consistently. Consistency is a hallmark of genuine care. A man who has feelings for you will show up regularly, not just in moments that are convenient or dramatic. Whether it's checking in, attending events, or simply being present during everyday moments, his consistent behavior signals reliability and emotional investment. He doesn't disappear for long stretches or come back only when it suits him. You notice a steady presence that subtly communicates, "I care, and I'm here for you." This isn't about constant messaging or overbearing attention. It's the quiet, dependable actions that build trust over time. Showing up consistently also proves intention. He isn't playing games or sending mixed signals. His actions are aligned with his feelings. Over time, these repeated gestures become reassuring, creating a sense of stability and security in your relationship. You feel supported, prioritized, and understood without needing him to declare his feelings aloud. The beauty of consistency lies in its subtlety. It's easy to overlook but impossible to misinterpret once observed. A man who quietly shows up for you in multiple aspects of life demonstrates not only affection but also respect, reliability, and commitment, making it a clear silent proof of his emotions. 9. He respects your boundaries. Respecting boundaries is one of the strongest silent indicators of genuine feelings. A man who likes you will recognize your comfort zones, emotional limits, and personal space, and he will honor them without complaint or resistance. This includes physical, emotional, and even social boundaries. He won't pressure you to do things you're uncomfortable with, and he won't overstep into areas of your life you wish to keep private. Respecting boundaries shows emotional intelligence and a deep understanding that true affection isn't about control, but about valuing the other person's autonomy. He may ask permission before making decisions that affect you, check in before sharing personal details with others, or allow you time and space when you need it. By doing so, he communicates silently, "I care about you and your comfort more than my own convenience or desire." Unlike someone whose interest is superficial, a man with genuine feelings will never disregard your boundaries just to satisfy his curiosity or wishes. Over time, this respect fosters trust, safety, and emotional intimacy, letting you feel secure in his presence. Silent respect for boundaries is an unspoken but undeniable proof that his feelings are real and considerate. 10. He checks on you without a reason. A man who has genuine feelings for you often checks on you spontaneously, not because he's obligated to, but because he genuinely cares about your well-being. These moments are subtle and can be as simple as sending a message to see if you got home safely, asking how your day went, or noticing something small that could affect your mood and following up on it. The key is that he does it without expecting anything in return. No favors, no drama, no strings attached. This behavior reflects emotional attentiveness and shows that you are constantly on his mind. Unlike casual interest, which may only manifest in convenient or high-drama moments, these unscheduled check-ins are deliberate acts of care that signal investment in your life. They communicate concern, thoughtfulness, and presence without requiring verbal affirmation. Over time, these small gestures create a subtle but profound sense of security and comfort. You begin to recognize patterns in his behavior that prove his attention is consistent, reliable, and intentional. Checking on you without reason is a quiet but powerful way to demonstrate affection. It says, "I care about you, and you matter to me," without him ever needing to say it aloud. In essence, this simple act is a silent proof of genuine feelings that builds trust, emotional intimacy, and a sense of being valued. 11. He gets slightly jealous but stays composed. Jealousy, when mild and controlled, can be a revealing sign of affection. A man who has feelings for you may feel a subtle pang of possessiveness when he notices attention coming your way. But instead of overreacting, he maintains composure and handles it gracefully. He doesn't create drama, manipulate, or pressure you. Instead, his slight jealousy may show up in small, nuanced ways, like quietly paying more attention to your interactions, being more engaged in your conversations, or simply being protective without overstepping. This controlled emotional response demonstrates that he values you and is sensitive to the possibility of losing your attention, but it also reflects maturity and respect. Men who feel deeply often struggle internally with jealousy but manage it without imposing on your freedom. This balance between emotion and composure is a silent yet clear proof of affection. Over time, his reactions reveal a genuine emotional stake in your life. He cares enough to notice your interactions with others but respects your independence. Slight jealousy, expressed subtly, is not about control. It's about emotional investment, quiet protectiveness, and the unspoken acknowledgement that he values your presence and wants to be part of your life. 12. He mirrors your energy and actions. A subtle and often unconscious sign that a man has feelings for you is when he mirrors your energy, gestures, or behavior. This isn't imitation for mockery. It's a natural reflection that occurs when someone feels a strong connection or wants to create harmony. For instance, if you speak softly, he may unconsciously lower his tone. If you laugh, he smiles in tandem. If you lean in during a conversation, he subtly adjusts to match your posture. This mirroring demonstrates empathy, attentiveness, and a deep emotional resonance. It signals that he is attuned to your mood and rhythm, subconsciously aligning himself to create comfort and emotional closeness. Beyond physical mirroring, it can extend to shared habits, interests, or even values. He adapts to your pace and preferences without forcing change. This silent behavior fosters trust and emotional bonding, often making interactions feel effortless and naturally connected. People rarely notice it consciously, but over time, the alignment becomes unmistakable, revealing his care and investment in the relationship. Mirroring is an unspoken proof of interest, showing that he values your presence so much that he instinctively wants to be in sync with you. 13. He prioritizes your comfort. A man who truly has feelings for you instinctively places your comfort above convenience or ego. This doesn't mean he disregards his own needs entirely, but in situations involving you, he carefully considers how his choices affect your experience. Whether it's picking a place to eat, adjusting the temperature in a room, offering his jacket when it's cold, or simply making space for you to speak during a conversation. His small, consistent gestures show thoughtfulness and care. Prioritizing your comfort signals emotional attentiveness. It shows he is aware of your feelings, moods, and preferences and is willing to accommodate them without making a scene. Unlike someone who is casually interested, a man with genuine feelings actively anticipates your needs rather than waiting for you to voice them. These actions create a sense of security, warmth, and reassurance. You begin to feel valued simply by being around him. Silent attentiveness to comfort is particularly significant because it's not performative. It's consistent and subtle, done not for recognition but because he genuinely wants you to feel at ease. Over time, these gestures accumulate into a powerful silent proof of affection, demonstrating that his concern for your well-being goes far beyond mere politeness or friendship. It's a reflection of emotional investment, patience, and respect that words alone can't capture. 14. He includes you in his future plans. One of the clearest silent indicators of feelings is when a man envisions a future with you in it, even without explicitly discussing it. He might casually mention upcoming events, trips, or milestones in ways that assume your presence. Or he might discuss long-term goals while considering your involvement. Including you in his plans shows that he values you as part of his life beyond the present moment and sees you as integral to his personal journey. It's a subtle form of commitment. He isn't just enjoying the now, he's mentally and emotionally investing in shared experiences yet to come. This behavior demonstrates stability, thoughtfulness, and care. It proves he's serious enough to picture you as a constant presence. Unlike fleeting attraction, this silent inclusion reflects emotional depth and intentionality. Even when he doesn't say, "I see you in my future," his actions, like planning activities around your schedule or discussing topics that involve you long-term, communicate exactly that. By integrating you into his life vision, he is silently expressing trust, attachment, and a desire for shared growth. Observing this pattern over time reveals the depth of his feelings and his readiness to invest in a meaningful connection. 15. He stays when others pull away. A man who truly has feelings for you remains present even when others drift away or circumstances become challenging. Whether friends, family, or acquaintances distance themselves, he maintains his support and connection with you. This silent proof reflects loyalty, dependability, and emotional resilience. He doesn't abandon you for convenience or social pressure. Instead, he stays committed, showing that his feelings are consistent and not conditional on external factors. This steadfast presence becomes especially evident during difficult times. He checks in, offers support, and remains patient without seeking praise. Staying when others leave signals that his attachment is genuine, not superficial or opportunistic. Over time, his unwavering presence fosters trust and security, allowing you to rely on him emotionally. This silent commitment communicates more than words ever could. It shows that he prioritizes the relationship, values your well-being, and chooses to be by your side regardless of challenges. Unlike casual or indifferent individuals, a man who remains steadfast in your life proves through action that his feelings are real, enduring, and grounded in care rather than convenience. It is one of the strongest, quietest signals of genuine affection, often leaving the deepest emotional impact.